Hello guys, Minecraft. I'm on to do another video about scariness. Of course, we'll be playing Minecraft. Of course, there are many mobs that are pretty scary, and some that are not scary. So we're going to be changing the rankings from A to FTL to screamy scary, very scary, and C is only on appearance. Below average, which basically means the mobs are not that scary. Not much scary, and the least scary. So we have these all here. First is the bat. So bat is really only scary if when you go in the cage, you might be spooked that a bat is here, but they don't really harm you, so they're not scary. Bees are pretty scary if you try to attack them. Bees are pretty weird animals. If you go near them, they might attack you in real life. And a lot of people are actually scared of bees. But bees don't really cut. But bees are a bit, but they are pretty peaceful. They're only scary if you attack them. They'll sting you. So they're below average. Next is the blaze. The blaze definitely is scary. The blaze will shoot fire at you, and of course make you burn. Fire is very scary for many people, and why would you want to have to deal with a fire monster that shoots fire? So of course it's extremely scary. Unless you're scared of cats, cats are not scary. There are people who are actually scared of cats. I don't know why. I can understand why some people are scared of cats, but cats are the least scary category. Spiders, of course. So everybody's biggest fear is spiders. Both the spider and the cave spider. But the thing is, spiders are not as scary as a fire monster that are basically. But they are still very scary to deal with. They can climb walls, and of course, they can jump on you. The cave spider is, of course, more scary than the spider, because the cave spider can poison you. That makes the cave spider even worse and more threatening than a normal spider. And also, the spiders don't attack you during the day. Next is the chicken. The only scary thing a chicken might do is push you off a cliff. But same thing with the fish. The fish might bump into you, but they're not really that scary. You might be spooked by the fish, and that's basically it. Cows are not really scary unless you're playing on, unless you're on a cliff with them, which never really happens. Next to the dolphin. The dolphins are actually trying to help you so you don't drown, so they're not really scary. They might spook you at the beginning. Oh, this thing bumped me up, but the dolphins are trying to help. Next is the creeper. The creeper is of course extremely scary. Creepers can blow you up. Of course, creepers are actually the second scariest mob in all Minecraft, as they can excluding bosses non-boss mob because they can blow up your home, and of course you always feel fear around them. So yes, they're even more scarier than the blaze. Next is the donkey. Donkeys are just everybody likes donkeys. They're not that much scary, but some people just don't like donkeys in general. Next is the drowned. The drowned is a bit it's very scary if you don't know how to deal with them. They're basically like zombies, but they're really not that much of a threat compared to the other mobs. Next is the Eldest Guardian. Basically, if you're going to fight the Elder Guardian, you basically are prepared for him. The only scary thing is his ugly eye. So, he's a bit scary. He is not as scary as most of the other mobs. Next is the Ender Dragon. The Ender Dragon is extremely it's not really scary by appearance, but of course the Ender Dragon will try to kill you and will basically can push you off blocks. He can basically kill you pretty easily. Of course, he's a boss, and he's just a dragon, a black dragon. And dragons are actually pretty scary, so of course He is not the most, of course, he's not as scary as that other mob. Next is the Enderman. The Endermen don't even attack you unless they look at you. And of course, the Enderman is a bit scary when you look at them. But of course, if I stare at someone for too long, they will probably go insane as well. But the Endermen take it too far, and they try to attack you. They also are all black, which makes them even more scary than the average mob. Next is these things. They're not really scary, they're just annoying, like Silverfish. These guys are pretty scary. You would think this guy is not scary at all, but the Evoker, he is pretty scary because he can summon these things. These ghost things called Vexes. They're extremely scary because they can go through walls and attack you with swords. Yikes. Foxes. Foxes are not scary at all. Next is the Guardian. They're only scary because of their appearance. They're not really a threat. Because when you go to attack the Elder Guardian Temple, you usually prepare to fight these things. You don't usually account. You don't have to worry about them attacking you for no reason at night. You basically go and attack the Guardians to attack them. They're not really that scary. You won't find them randomly in the ocean like the drowned. What I'm saying. So they're only based off their appearance. Next is horses. Horses help everybody around, so not really that scary. Next is this thing. The husk is pretty scary because it's found only in the desert, and this thing doesn't burn. Okay, they are annoying. They are pretty scary, of course, but they don't really. They're basically the zombies that don't burn in the sunlight, but they're not as scary as the drowned. Next is the Iron Golem. The Iron Golem protects you, so he's not really that scary. Next is the Llama. The Llama is a bit scary because he can spit on you. It is annoying, but he is not really that scary. Next is the Magma Cube. The Magma Cube is pretty scary because you find him in the Nether. They can basically hit, and especially if he pushes you into water, no not water, lava. Yes, the Magma Cube is pretty scary. Next is, of course, the Mushroom. It's only based off its appearance. The Mushroom is actually pretty harmless, actually, and won't really attack you, but he is pretty creepy because he has no eyes. But again, the chickens, but look at the difference between a cow and a Mushroom. You actually would be pretty creeped out if you actually saw a Mushroom in real life. Next is the mule. The mule is basically just a donkey, basically. Next is the ocelot. The only thing scary about him is that he just runs away from you, and there's a possibility of him despawning, so he's not really that much scary. Pandas are not really that scary. The only times they're scary is when you attack them, but why would you attack the pandas? Next are parrots. Parrots are the least harmless. Same thing with pigs. They won't attack you at all. Next is the Phantom. The Phantom is one of the scariest mobs in Minecraft. These things will come and dive on you from the air. If you're out at night and looking for stuff, these things will basically scare you, especially if you're a newer player to Minecraft. You won't know that these things exist in the sky, and they'll attack you out of nowhere. Next is the Pillager. This guy is scary because he is an evil villager that raids and kills people. Why would he do this? Money, I assume. But next is the polar bear. Bears are pretty scary in real life. They can attack you if you attack them. Of course, you should really try to avoid these animals, especially when the cubs are around. Next, of course, is the stupid pufferfish. He's 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 below average because if you stay away from him, he won't hurt you. Pufferfish only do this for defense like polar bears, but polar bears are actual bears, and bears are actually pretty scary. Next are rabbits. Rabbits are not really scary. Next is whatever this thing is. I think the Ravager. This thing is basically like a gigantic beast that will basically destroy everything. So of course he's very, very scary. I think he's even worse than the Creeper because this thing has a lot of health. Next are the fish. Rest of the fish are not really scary at all. Same thing with the squid. Some people think the squid is ugly like Scariest Minecraft, but the squid doesn't really try to hurt you. Same thing with the sheep. Next is the Sulker. Sulkers are pretty scary, but you won't really encounter them. They are pretty hard to beat and they may make you fly in the sky, but that's basically it. Next is the Silverfish. Silverfish aren't really scary, they're just annoying. The zombie skeleton horse is scary only on appearance because it's a spooky version of the horse. Of course, it's gonna be scary. Next is the skeleton. These things are very scary. They're not in this category, but they are they're more annoying than scary. They are scary because of skeletons, and they can shoot at you with a bow and arrow. So if you're in water, they're especially very scary because you don't know if you'll probably survive fighting the skeleton unless you have a bow and arrow yourself. Next is the slime. Basically explained here with the magma cube. Next is the snow golem. Like with the iron golem, the snow golem's just trying to protect you. Next is basically this guy. He's basically just the skeleton. Yes. Next is the wandering trader. He and his llama, they're not really scary. They just want to trade with you. Next is of course the turtle. Turtles are not even scary at all. Or the villager. No, the villager, he'll be not much scary because the villagers have those Squidward noses. But they don't really try to harm you, and you eventually get used to them. Next are the Vindicators. These guys will pull out an axe on you. Of course, they're higher than, of course, the skeletons because these are humans with actual humanity, and they just pull out an axe on you if you even attempt to go by them. Very people, witches are scary because the witches. Witches are, of course, a common symbol of Halloween. Next is the Wither Skeleton. This one is even more scarier than the skeleton because it can give you the Wither effect. Next is the Wither. I think the Wither is the scariest mob in all of Minecraft. It is basically, it destroys everything. It doesn't care, and you have to stop it from destroying the world, and it also gives you the Wither effect like the Wither Skeleton. Next are the wolves. Unless you attack it, the wolves won't attack you, and there's a possibility he will be your pet. Next, these four are going into the scary category. First is zombie pigmen. They're a bit scary because you don't really have to attack zombie pigmen. If you attack them, they will attack you. But if you ignore them, they ignore you. It's pretty simple. Zombies and zombie villages are a bit scary, but they're the easiest mobs to beat and they're pretty aimless and pretty easy to beat considering if you even a wooden sword is pretty easy to beat these two mobs with. The zombie village is a bit more scary because it's a villager that has turned into a zombie, but the zombies are pretty easy enemies to beat, so they're a bit scary because they're zombies. Last is the ghast. Obviously the ghast goes into pretty category. Probably even more scary than the creeper. It flies around, it makes a very scary screeching sound, and of course it blows up stuff with the exception of cobblestone. And those are all of the scariest mobs in Minecraft. All of these mobs, they're not really that scary. Maybe except for bees, because some people are actually scared of bees. But bees are kind of misunderstood creatures as they also help the environment. But the rest of these mobs, but most of the mobs are, most of the hostile mobs are kind of scary. And that's basically it. Goodbye. Oh, maybe we'll put these Guardian by the Elder Guardian.